So the field down to turn number 3 and 4. Mike LeClaire will look them over. Green flag getting ready to roll. Out of turn number 4. Green is in the air. Off turn number 2 for the final time. Couple of cars going to get together over in turn number 2. Caution flag is going to come out onto the Speedway. The number 1 of Dave Rogers, the 92 of Frank Sibley are the 2 cars that stopped over on the backstretch. The 57 of Remington Ham also involved. He drives off the top of the Speedway. He's headed back towards pit road. So he said Dave Rogers in the Thompson Motorsports Dig Racing Products number 1 machine got twisted around in a knot over there in turn number 2. Remington Ham also involved in that, and the 92 of Frank Sibley Jr. Sibley able to get fired up. He'll drive around to the back of the field. Now David Rogers jumps out of line. He may be headed back towards the pit area in the number 1, and yes, he is. Victoria Day weekend. Hope you have a great time up there. Of course, Memorial Day here in the States next weekend, and we got a big Memorial Day race on Friday night, so please join us here at Can-Am. Green flag is back in the air for the Bob Johnson Auto Group Dirt Car Sportsman Division. Again, Josh Rayome's going to jump out to the early lead. He'll take the field off turn number 2. Down the backstretch, he will head. Rayome out in front of the field out of Lafargeville. The TI Custom Contracting Doormen Builders Ride down the front stretch. He'll be your early leader. Gavin Isley going to settle into the number 2 spot. Isley looking to the inside. Justin Gadball is going to be right there with him. Now Tyler Corcoran goes to the outside. Corcoran down the backstretch is going to take over spot number 3 from Gadball as they go to turn number 3 and 4. They're stacked 3 wide right behind him. Jamie Brown was the meat and the sandwich on that one. Dalton Rombo thought better. He backed off the throttle and they had the number 32 of Ryan Shanahan to the outside. Shanahan right through the middle of the racetrack. Now here comes Tyler Corcoran. Battle for the number 2 position. Off turn number 2, the Performance Automotive hitching post number 18E of Gavin Isley, bottom side of the racetrack. The Helmar International Dirt Track Digest number 64 of Tyler Corcoran, defending track champion here in the Sportsman division. Corcoran's going to go to the outside and he's going to take over spot number 2. And now Corcoran puts pressure on Josh Rayome as they head down into turn number 2. Side-by-side battle front of the field. This is for the lead. All the way to the outside of the Speedway. Corcoran keeps the horses wound up. He'll be your leader at the line. Tyler Corcoran will assume the lead in front of Josh Rayome's number 91 and the 18 of Gavin Isley. Settles back into the spot number 3 as they'll head down into turn number 3 and 4. Dalton Rombo continue to try to work his way towards the front of the field as they come off turn number 4 this time. Isley to the inside of Josh Rayome trying to take over that spot number 2. That is Dalton Rombo to the inside of the racetrack. They work off turn number 2 down the backstretch. Gavin Isley may have the spot this time as he'll get in front of Rayome's number 91. Rayome worked through the middle of the racetrack. A little bit of a bobble, found a rut out there as he comes off turn number 4. Isley's going to take the spot, and then there comes Dalton Rombo in the 41. Side-by-side battle down the front stretch. Inside of the Speedway, the 32 of Ryan Shanahan. He'll slide to the inside of the Justin Gadbaugh number 18. Shanahan's going to take the spot now as they head down the backstretch. Trevor Gibbons in a side-by-side battle. He and Taylor Caprera battling it out. Turn number 4. Caprera goes way up the hill, and Gibbons going to drive right underneath him and take that spot back. And now Mike Fowler's also going to add his name into the mix as they look right at the back of Jamie Brown's 10B. Off turn number 2, Jamie Brown with a nose to the inside of Justin Gadbaugh. Then a 3-car battle down to turn number 3. Mike Fowler was to the inside, Taylor Caprera to the outside. Trevor Gibbons stuck right in the middle, but Gibbons is going to come away with the spot as they come down the front. Trevor Gibbons has got himself a hot rod in that 621G, the Stefano's Pizza ride as he'll go to the inside of Gadbaugh. Down the backstretch, Trevor Gibbons picks up the spot. Here comes T-Bone. Taylor Caprera to the outside. The FX Caprera Dodge ride all the way to the outside of the Speedway, trying to get something rolling, but Gibbons able to hold him off as they go down into turn number 1 and 2. Caprera to the outside. Your leader is all the way over here. One car off the racetrack, headed towards the infield. That is the 6 of Brian Hudson. He will head over into the infield. We stay clean and green halfway home that last time. We're halfway at the stripe this time. Tyler Corcoran, your leader, almost a full straightaway advantage right now over the number 18 of Gavin Isley. Isley holds the number 2 spot. Your leader down the front stretch continuing to show the way. Isley second, just coming to the line. Then it's a distance back to Dalton Rombo, who has worked his way up into spot number 3. Josh Rayome gets settled back into the 4th position, followed by Ryan Shanahan, the number 32. Then it's Taylor Caprera to the outside of him. Another side-by-side battle as the number 621 of Trevor Gibbons gets inside of Jamie Brown. He'll take the spot. Gibbons trying to hold it now. Brown trying to get it right back, but Trevor Gibbons, a beautiful run in that 621 ride, able to continue to power his way towards the front of the field. We'll watch that as it continues. Now you've got Justin Gadbaugh trying to hold the spot. He's got Dustin Hutton on the outside. Mike Fowler right there in the number 410 machine, looking to the bottom of the racetrack. Hutton all the way to the outside in the 7D machine. Your leader's got lap traffic now over in turn number 3, but we're watching a good battle just outside the top 5. Dustin Hutton in that 7D tips around the outside of the racetrack. Here comes Mike Fowler down to the bottom. Fowler's going to get underneath the 18 of Justin Gadbaugh. He'll take that spot away. So Mike Fowler, a beautiful run out in front. The RAD Financial Exchange ride trying to keep improving his positions as he works up through the field. Look at our leaders. He comes down into turn at number 1 and 2. Tyler Corcoran all by his lonesome. Then it's the 18E of Gavin Isley second. Third is Dalton Rombo. Fourth belongs to Josh Rayome. The 5th spot is Ryan Shanahan. 6th. We got a car upside down over here off turn number 4. Car upside down just to the inside of turn number 4. Not sure what happened. We were looking at counting down the field and hit the Uke tires. The report we're getting, Pam saw that one right on the screen here. And very quickly, driver is out of the car. I believe that is the 57H of Remington Ham upside down. But very quickly, your driver is out of the race car towards the pit area after taking a tough tumble here off turn number 4 and wadding up the 57H. Young man out of Rodman, New York. Tough break right there. To get everybody lined up right back where they belong. Tyler Corcoran had a huge lead over the field. This caution's going to bunch everybody up. We got 15 laps in, just 5 more laps to go in your Bob Johnson Auto Group Dirt Car Sports. Very quick to work his way up. Rombo started 9th on the field and has climbed his way all the way up into that 3rd spot, followed by the 32 of Shanahan. Shanahan also started outside and had to work up a couple of spots in that number 32. Green flag is going to wave one more time off turn number 4. Again, Tyler Corcoran's going to take this field off turn number 2 down the backstretch. He will go. Gavin Isley again settles into the number 2 spot. Rombo's going to look to the outside off turn number 4. Now Rombo comes down to the bottom of the racetrack. Keep an eye on Taylor Caprera, who just went to the top side. Caprera drove around the outside of Ryan Shanahan. He'll take that spot away, and Caprera's not done yet as he uses that top group. He'll look right to the outside of Dalton Rombo down the backstretch. Side by side, they'll head to turn number 3 and 4. Rombo, the precision seal coating number 41 to the inside. Caprera, the FX Caprera, 21 to the outside. And then Gavin Isley right there in front of them in that Performance Automotive number 18E. That's the battle for second, third, and fourth off turn number 2. Your leader, Tyler Corker's number 64, has opened up about a 15-car advantage very quickly. Again, here in your Sportsman feature as they go down into turn number 3 and 4 this time. And down the front stretch, parallel flags are out. Just 2 more trips around the Speedway. Off turn number 2, we got a new car in second place. Taylor Caprera has worked his way to the outside. Caprera started 11th in tonight's feature. He finds his way all the way up to the number 2 spot as he'll get outside of Gavin Isley here at the line. White flag being displayed to the field. Tyler Corcoran all by his lonesome, middle of the backstretch. Side-by-side battles again. Isley goes right back to the inside of Caprera. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Tyler Corcoran points it toward the checkered flag, and caution flag is out on the Speedway. We got a car sideways right in the middle of 3 and 4. Caution flag is going to come out. The number 8 of Kevin Warren on the last lap is going to get twisted around sideways. So caution flag will wave. Stretch. Green and white flags will be coming out together. 1 lap sprint to the finish here. Can Tyler Corcoran finish the job after jumping out to the lead a couple of different times? Gavin Isley right there with him. Taylor Caprera has been lightning quick on these last couple of restarts. Where will he go? Off turn number 4, green flag away. Taylor Caprera is going to hang it to the outside of the racetrack. Gets a good run to the outside of Isley down the backstretch. They'll head to turn number 3 and 4 for the final time. Corcoran out in front of the field. Drives to the top side of turn number 4. Checkered flag is waving. Tyler Corcoran is going to score the win. Caprera will finish in the number 2 spot. Third's going to belong to Gavin Isley. The 4th position will be Dalton Rombo. He'll be followed by the 32 of Ryan Shanahan.